Ever wondered why German sounds so aggressive to some people? It's a question that has puzzled many, sparking lively debates and countless stereotypes. But is there any truth to it? Today we're going to explore this intriguing notion. We'll dive into the depths of the German language, examining its structure, its sound, its comparison to other languages, and its perception globally. So brace yourself for an exciting linguistic journey. Stick around as we delve into the language of Goethe, Einstein, and Beethoven. German language, known for its long words and complex grammar, has a reputation among some as harsh and aggressive. Let's peel back the layers of this intriguing linguistic onion. German is a language of substance, a language of intricacy, a language that refuses to shy away from complexity. It's a language that dares to express in a single word what other languages might take a sentence to say. These are the compound words, the long, winding linguistic trains that can carry a wealth of meaning in their many carriages. Words like Donaudampfschifffahrtsgesellschaftskapitän, which, believe it or not, is a legitimate word that means Danube Steamship Company Captain. Then there's the grammar. German grammar is a labyrinth, a maze of rules and exceptions, of cases and genders, of strong and weak verbs. It's a system that demands precision, that leaves no room for ambiguity. In German, the sentence Der Hund beißt den Mann cannot be confused with Den Mann beißt der Hund. The former means the dog bites the man, the latter, the man bites the dog. It's in the grammar, in the cases, that the true meaning lies. And let's not forget the sounds. The guttural R, the sharp Z, the throaty Ch. These are sounds that can seem harsh to unaccustomed ears, sounds that can seem to add a layer of aggression to the language. But they are also sounds that can be soft, that can be gentle, that can carry a melody as well as any other. It's in the sounds, in the unique phonetic palette of German, that much of its character lies. So we have long compound words, a complex grammar system, and a set of unique sounds. Together they form the anatomy of German, a language that is as rich as it is complex, as powerful as it is precise. But is it these elements that give German its so-called aggressive tone, or is there something more at play here? But is it the structure that gives German its so-called aggressive tone? Let's dive deeper. To understand if German really is aggressive, a comparison with other languages can be enlightening. Let's start with the Romance languages, French, Italian, and Spanish. These languages are known for their melodic, flowing rhythm. They're filled with vowel sounds, which give them a soft, fluid quality. Italian, for instance, is often described as the language of love and music, while French is considered the language of diplomacy and sophistication. Spanish, with its rapid-fire syllables, is seen as energetic and passionate. On the other hand, German is a Germanic language, like English and Dutch. These languages are characterized by their strong, clear consonants and a rhythmic pattern that's more staccato than the flowing melody of Romance languages. The sounds in German are direct and distinct, with a lot less vowel-ending words than in Romance languages. This might contribute to the perception of German as harsh or aggressive. Let's look at English, another Germanic language. English has a wide range of vowel sounds, which softens the language. Dutch, quite similar to German, also has a variety of hard consonant sounds, but these are often coupled with vowel sounds, giving it a bit of a softer edge. German, with its guttural sounds and compound words, is undeniably unique. The language's phonetic structure, with its hard K and H sounds, is often perceived as harsh. And let's not forget the famous German compound words, where multiple words are combined into one. This can make German sentences seem long and complex, further contributing to its perceived aggressiveness. However, these characteristics are not unique to German. Hebrew, for instance, also features guttural sounds and complex sentence structures, yet it's rarely described as aggressive. This shows that a language's perceived aggression is not solely based on its tonal or rhythmic qualities. It's also heavily influenced by cultural and historical associations. As we can see, every language has its unique characteristics, and German is no different. So, why does German still sound aggressive to some people? The answer may lie in perception, not reality. Perception is a powerful tool. It can shape our understanding, our experiences, and our judgments. In the context of language, perception can even influence the way we perceive a language's tone or aggressiveness. And when it comes to the German language, this perception is often influenced by a complex interplay of historical events, cultural stereotypes, and media portrayal. Historical events have a significant role in shaping perceptions. For instance, the world wars of the 20th century have left imprints on the collective memory of societies around the globe. As a result, the German language, which was the language of the aggressor in these conflicts, can be perceived as aggressive by association. But it's not just history. Cultural stereotypes also play a part. Stereotypes are, in essence, simplified, generalized ideas about a group of people. They can be positive or negative, and they can be about any aspect of a group, including their language. For example, the stereotype of Germans as strict, disciplined, and serious can influence the perception of their language as being harsh or aggressive. And let's not forget the media. Films, television series, and even cartoons often portray German as an aggressive language. Think about it. How many times have you heard a movie villain speak in a harsh, guttural German accent? This consistent portrayal reinforces the perception of German as an aggressive language. Yet, it's important to remember that these are just perceptions, not the reality. The German language, like any other, is rich, diverse, and full of nuances. It can be soft and poetic, passionate and romantic, or yes, even aggressive, but it is not inherently so. While perception plays a big role, there are also linguistic factors at play. Let's examine them next. Linguistic factors can indeed contribute to how we perceive a language. Let's delve into some of the elements that shape our perception of German as an aggressive language. The use of hard consonants, the stress timing rhythm, and the vocal intensity. German is a language rich in hard consonants. Think of words like Kraftfahrzeughaft Pflichtversicherung, a tongue twister even for native speakers, filled with those sturdy K's and T's. These hard consonants lend German a certain robustness that can be mistaken for aggressiveness. But let's not forget, these sounds are just as integral to the beauty of the language, adding a distinct crispness to its melody. Next, we have the stress timing rhythm of the language. German, like English, is a stress-timed language. This means some syllables are longer and some are shorter, creating a rhythm that feels like a heartbeat. This rhythm gives German its unique cadence, which, to the untrained ear, might sound forceful, lending to the perception of aggressiveness. Finally, let's look at vocal intensity. German is a language that requires a certain level of forcefulness in its pronunciation. This doesn't mean Germans are always shouting, but the language does demand a certain vocal vigor. This intensity, again, can be misconstrued as aggression, especially by those unfamiliar with the language. But here's the takeaway. These linguistic features, hard consonants, stress timing, and vocal intensity, are not inherently aggressive. They're simply characteristics of the German language, part of its unique linguistic DNA. Our perception of these features as aggressive is shaped more by cultural factors and less by the language itself. Cultural conditioning, stereotypes, and media portrayals all play a role in influencing our perception of a language. These factors can create a bias, leading us to label a language as aggressive or romantic or soft, often overlooking the rich diversity and complexity that every language possesses. So, is German truly an aggressive language, or is it just a stereotype? The journey through the German language has been enlightening. During our exploration, we've delved into the unique characteristics that make German stand apart. Its complex grammatical structure, the penchant for compound words, and the sharp consonant sounds all contribute to its distinct identity. We've also compared German with other languages, revealing the vast differences and surprising similarities. Our perception plays a huge role in how we interpret languages. We've seen how cultural stereotypes and media portrayal can paint German as aggressive. However, it's important to remember that these perceptions are subjective and not a true reflection of the language or its speakers. We've also examined the linguistic factors that influence our impression of German. The use of stress in words, the guttural sounds, and the rhythm of the language all feed into the perception of German as harsh or aggressive. However, these same characteristics can also create a language that is powerful, precise, and expressive. In the end, German, like any language, carries the culture and history of its people, and it's this richness that makes it unique, not aggression. The language is a reflection of the people who speak it, their history, their culture, and their worldview. It's a testament to human diversity and the power of communication. Thanks for joining us on this linguistic adventure. Until next time.